What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Bree here with another video. So in this video I'm gonna be talking about how I'm coping with the loss of Landon. He's my last baby, who is now my angel baby. And I'm gonna try not to make this video too long because it's getting late. I did film it earlier, but as the night grew old, I was just thinking like how I just forgot a lot of stuff to say, and it was really like kind of vague. So I'm gonna try my best to explain what it is that I wanted to say. I'm gonna just try my best. I mean, it's really unexplainable, but to just kind of give a little backstory, which is not much. Landon was born on August 25th, 2022, and he passed away on November 20th, 2022. And he was so healthy. Like, he had no complications during the pregnancy, no complications during birth. The only thing, no complications in the NICU. Only thing they kept talking about in the NICU was how sleepy he was. Landon was just, he was like a little zombie. He was always sleeping. Anytime I called up there, or they called me to like give an update, he always sleeping. Anytime I went up there, always sleeping. But you know, eventually he of course grew out of that and whatnot, but he was just a little sleepyhead. So he passed away from SIDS, which in other words, in my opinion, for no reason, because SIDS is sudden infant death syndrome. There's no cause, there's nothing to trigger it. Well, I mean, nothing that science can really say that triggers it. Like, it just happens to babies. It's just something that just happens, and it's unexplainable even by scientists. So yeah, it was from SIDS. And to say how I'm coping with it, really, there's no words for that. The best way I think I can describe that would be like putting a gun in my head and pulling the trigger, really. And have I thought about that plenty of times. But I try not to be like selfish towards my family. When it comes to stuff like that, like, I just try really hard to not let it overtake my mind. Cause, and with like my background, being in church and all of that stuff, you know, like from what we believe in, if I did something like that, then more than likely I probably wouldn't get to see him again, according to what we believe in. So I just gotta let God do his thing. And whenever my time comes, I get to see him again. But I don't know. That's really just the best way I can explain or describe how I feel when it comes to the situation. I mean, I don't know how I can even, I just don't know. This is something we never saw coming. Like, there was no warning signs, no nothing. Like, and for me personally, the one warning sign I got was never like related to him. But that would be like a story time for another time. But like, as far as he goes, like his health and just the way he acted, hours before. There was nothing that warned us, nothing that prepared us for it. It just happened. And so I mean, I don't know. We just take it day by day and just try to live in the moment and enjoy the moment, and at least try to still be present for the kids that we do have. The kids that are still here. Say what? We just try to still be present for the kids that are still here. So yeah, I mean, it's a process. It's definitely a process that I wouldn't wish on anybody else ever. And the one thing that kind of does help me get through it a little bit, which is unfortunate, is the fact that like I'm not the only one that goes through it. Like when we went to the funeral home to get some stuff from there, like after his funeral and whatnot, when you go in, there's like the people's names. They're names of the people that are in there. You know, like the deceased people and whatnot. And when we went in there were 4 babies' names on the thing. And I'm like, bro, like this crazy. Like babies really be dying out here. So the difference between them and Landon, with Landon, he had a birth date and he had a death date. He had a little bit of time to be here. Like we had time to experience with him, you know, like love on him. We got to see him smile, change his diaper, and laugh with him, kiss him and hug him and all of that while he was here and while he was alive. But the babies, at least like 3 of those babies on the thing that I saw, instead of having 2 dates, they only had 1. So like their moms didn't get to experience a smile with them, or like I'm sure they got to hold the baby, but you know, like they didn't get to really interact with their baby like how they had envisioned when they took a pregnancy test and found out they was pregnant. Like that's something no parent ever even thinks of. Like you don't think of, oh, what if my baby died or something like that, like in the beginning. You just look forward to the light at the end of the pregnancy. Like, so that does help when trying to cope with it, just knowing that I'm not the only one. Landon is not the only baby that has passed away from SIDS, and knowing that he did pass away without like pain and without suffering through something, that also helps. And I ain't even about to sit here and cap and say I wasn't angry with God, because my faith is still, I still have days where I just have no faith. And people will be like, oh, just pray about it, you gotta pray. Pray. But like, everybody has experienced praying and they felt like it hasn't been answered. And I'm sitting here saying God ignored me. But like the time when I prayed the most, like, you know, when things were going on with him, and I was like, you know, just like, Landon, wake up, like, Lord, help Landon wake up. You know, just like going in, like, and I don't pray out loud. The only people that really ever heard me pray out loud was my immediate family. But like, to be in that moment, like my heart was probably the purest it's ever been when it came to praying. Like, I never wanted something so bad, and for that prayer to not be answered, at least in the way that I envision it to be answered, that does something to your faith, just being honest. So yeah, it'd be hard to have. Faith is a hard thing to have right now, but when I think back about all the other things that, and the fact that I'm still here, because I definitely, my family could have definitely been at a funeral for me by now. But just thinking about the fact that I am somehow, and I don't know how I'm working through it and just trying to still maneuver through life, that alone is something I really can't take for granted. So me trying to get my faith together, I have to, and get my prayer life together, because it sucks. Everything about me spiritually, probably everything sucks right about now, because it's just it's just hard. All of it is hard, and I'm sure people be trying to like watch their words with me, like when like they be trying not to talk about him, or you know, like ask questions and whatnot. Boy, you can ask questions. I desire to talk about him all the time. I talk about Landon when the sun come up and when the sun go down. Like, I just want to reminisce all the time. So there's never a time people can't ask about me. I mean, people can't ask about him. And I do still have people that hit me up checking on me, or they'll just randomly send me messages saying like they love me and whatnot, and it's very much appreciated. I've never, of course, had someone that passed away this close to me. The closest aside from Landon would be my granddaddy, who passed away 2 months before him. I never knew how to really deal with people who were grieving. But these last two situations, especially Landon, has definitely taught me like that I need to be more there for people. Because like when people grieve, I just kind of like, I back up, like I sink back. Because you already got like 1,000 people overbearing you. So I'm gonna be 1,001, but just sending a message saying I love you, whether they read it or not, or whether they respond or not, that's enough. Because I still got messages I haven't responded to. Like, I've been getting messages out the yin yang, and it just got tiring. And even in that type of process, you don't have to respond. But if anybody does watch this video and you have messaged me, I promise I see it. Thank you. I appreciate all the love, all the kind words. I don't post for attention and whatnot. But I would like to be transparent when it comes to the situation. Because this ain't something I wish on nobody. And being that I'm not the only one that has dealt with it, I don't really find a lot of things online about it either. So, I mean, I don't mind answering questions and whatnot. I love talking about Landon. He's definitely still alive in my heart. And he does make his presence known when he comes around. Like, definitely. So, with that being said, I ain't gonna make this video too long. It's late and I gotta eat and get the kids in the bed. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.